Imagine a mountain of food, enough to fill 730 football stadiums. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario, it's a stark reality. Every year, the amount of food wasted globally could fill these stadiums to the brim. It's a visual that's hard to comprehend, but it's happening right now, all around us. Now imagine that entire mountain going straight to the landfill. This is not just a waste of food, but a waste of all the resources that went into producing it: water, labor, and energy. The journey of food from farm to table is long and resource-intensive, and when it ends up in a landfill, all those resources are squandered. That's the reality of food waste in America. Our landfills are overflowing with perfectly edible food, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions as it decomposes. Methane, a potent greenhouse gas, is released from rotting food, exacerbating climate change. This is a crisis that affects not just our environment but our economy and society as well. Every year, we toss out nearly 40% of our food supply, a staggering 120 billion pounds. This is food that could have fed millions of people, yet it ends up in the trash. The sheer volume of wasted food is mind-boggling and highlights a significant flaw in our food system. That's like each of us throwing away 325 pounds of perfectly good food. Imagine the impact if we could save even a fraction of that. Not only would we reduce waste, but we could also alleviate hunger and save money. It's a win-win situation that requires a collective effort. The environmental impact is huge, and the financial cost is even more jaw-dropping. Over $408 billion wasted annually. This is money that could have been used for education, healthcare, or infrastructure. Instead, it's literally being thrown away. The economic burden of food waste is something we can no longer afford to ignore. I remember once finding a forgotten bag of spinach in the back of my fridge. It had turned into a slimy, smelly mess. This personal experience is something many of us can relate to. We buy food with the best intentions, but life gets busy and things get forgotten. It was a slimy, smelly mess, and I felt terrible. That moment made me realize how much food we waste without even realizing it. It's not just about the food itself, but the resources and effort that went into producing it. Each wasted item represents a missed opportunity to nourish someone in need. That moment made me realize how much food we waste without even realizing it. We need to be more mindful of our consumption habits. Simple changes like meal planning, proper storage, and understanding expiration dates can make a significant difference. It's about creating a culture of respect for food and the resources that produce it. It's time to tackle this problem head-on. Community initiatives, better food management practices, and increased awareness can help us reduce food waste. By working together, we can create a more sustainable and equitable food system. Let's start today, because every small action counts. Enter FIFO, your new secret weapon against food waste. This method is not just a strategy, it's a lifestyle change that can revolutionize the way you manage your kitchen. Imagine opening your pantry and knowing exactly what you have and what needs to be used first. No more guessing games or finding expired items hidden in the back. This simple method, which stands for first in, first out, is all about using the oldest items in your pantry before they expire. By placing newer items behind older ones, you ensure that nothing goes to waste. It's a straightforward concept, but its impact can be profound. Not only does it help in reducing food waste, but it also saves you money and time. Think of it like a line at the grocery store. The first items in are the first to be checked out. This analogy makes it easier to understand and implement in your daily life. When you bring new groceries home, take a few extra minutes to organize them properly. This small effort can lead to significant benefits over time. By using FIFO, you ensure that nothing gets lost in the back of your pantry and forgotten. This method brings a sense of order and efficiency to your kitchen. Imagine the satisfaction of knowing that every item in your pantry is accounted for and will be used before it goes bad. It's a simple yet powerful way to stay organized. This method is like a breath of fresh air for your pantry, keeping everything organized and ensuring that you're using ingredients at their peak freshness. Not only does it make your pantry look aesthetically pleasing, but it also makes meal planning and preparation much easier. With FIFO, you can enjoy a clutter-free, efficient kitchen that supports a healthier and more sustainable lifestyle. To become a FIFO master, you'll need the right tools. Clear, airtight containers are essential for visibility and freshness. They let you see exactly what you have and prevent pantry moths from throwing a party in your rice. Next up, labels. These little guys are your best friends when it comes to tracking expiration dates. Use a permanent marker or invest in a label maker for a touch of organization. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Ready to give your pantry the FIFO makeover it deserves? Let's do it! First, empty your pantry completely. I know it sounds daunting, but trust me, it's necessary. Next, check expiration dates and toss anything that's past its prime. Now comes the fun part. Organizing. Arrange items by category, canned goods, baking supplies, etc., and place older items at the front. Finally, label everything clearly with the purchase date and contents. Congratulations! Your pantry is now a well-oiled, FIFO-powered machine. Welcome to Section 5, Rotating Your Food Like a Pro. In this section, we'll dive deep into the art of food rotation, ensuring that your pantry stays fresh and organized. Whether you're a seasoned chef or just someone who loves to cook at home, mastering food rotation can save you time, money, and reduce waste. Different food categories require slightly different FIFO strategies. FIFO stands for first in, first out, and it's a method used to ensure that older items are used before newer ones. This is especially important for maintaining the quality and safety of your food. For instance, when it comes to canned goods, always check for dents or rust. Dented or rusty cans can compromise the integrity of the food inside, leading to potential health risks. It's crucial to inspect these items regularly and discard any that show signs of damage. Store them in a cool, dry place to extend their shelf life. Temperature and humidity can significantly affect the quality of canned goods, so keeping them in an optimal environment is key. And try to use them within a year. While canned goods can last longer, their quality and nutritional value may degrade over time. By using them within a year, you ensure that you're getting the best out of your stored food. Now, dried goods like beans and grains are pantry staples that can last a long time if stored properly. These items are versatile and can be used in a variety of dishes, making them essential in any kitchen. They really thrive in airtight containers. Using airtight containers helps to keep moisture and pests at bay, ensuring that your dried goods remain fresh and safe to eat for an extended period. This keeps moisture and pests at bay. Moisture can cause mold and spoilage, while pests can contaminate your food. By using airtight containers, you create a barrier that protects your food from these common issues. And don't forget about frozen items. Freezing is a great way to preserve food for longer periods, but it's important to manage your frozen items properly to maintain their quality. It's a good idea to label them with the date. This helps you keep track of how long items have been in the freezer and ensures that you use them within a reasonable time frame. And use them within 6 months for optimal flavor and texture. While frozen items can last longer, their quality can diminish over time. By using them within 6 months, you ensure that your meals are delicious and nutritious. Remember, FIFO is all about flexibility. It's not a rigid system, but rather a guideline to help you manage your pantry efficiently. You can adapt it to suit your eating habits and the types of food you typically store. So adapt it to suit your eating habits and pantry staples. By customizing your food rotation system, you can ensure that your pantry works for you, keeping your food fresh and reducing waste. Happy organizing. Section 6. Level up your FIFO game. Advanced tips and tricks. Ready to take your FIFO game to the next level? Try these advanced tips. When unpacking groceries, place newer items behind older ones to maintain the FIFO flow. Designate a use-first shelf or bin for items nearing their expiration dates. This will help you prioritize those ingredients and minimize waste. And don't forget about apps. Several apps can help you track your pantry inventory, expiration dates, and even generate shopping lists based on what needs to be used up. Section 7. From Pantry to Plate Meal Planning with FIFO. FIFO isn't just about pantry organization, it's a lifestyle. Integrate it into your meal planning for maximum impact. Before heading to the grocery store, take inventory of your pantry and plan meals around items that need to be used soon. This approach not only minimizes waste but also saves you money and inspires creativity in the kitchen. Challenge yourself to use those forgotten ingredients in new and exciting ways. You might be surprised at the delicious results. Section 8. Food Waste Warriors Unite, Taking Action Beyond FIFO. FIFO is a fantastic first step, but there's always more we can do to combat food waste. Embrace the power of leftovers and turn them into delicious new meals. Get creative with scraps and peels by making homemade broths or composting. Support local food banks and organizations that rescue and redistribute edible surplus food. Remember, every little action counts when it comes to reducing our environmental impact. Section 9. A Fresher Pantry, a Happier You and Planet. Implementing FIFO might seem like a small change, but its impact is far-reaching. By adopting this simple method, you're not only creating a more organized and efficient pantry, but also reducing food waste, saving money, and contributing to a healthier planet. So, open your pantry doors, embrace the FIFO lifestyle, and experience the joy of a fresher, more sustainable kitchen.